Hey, it's that weird hat guy you asked to do the fandango earlier. What is his name again? Paimon forgets.
Huh? You again? I don't have time for you. Not after what I just saw. The sky is all a hoax. One big lie.
What? Did you say the sky has apple pie? Ooh, Paimon wants some.
Yeah, would you just shut up already?
Ah!
Allow me to enlighten you, dear traveler. Hey, how's it going everyone? It's Daikin in here and welcome to my next theory video revolving around the mysterious words of Scaramouche. The stars, the sky, it's all a gigantic hoax, a lie. So hang on to your seats everyone because we're about to dive deep into what this could entail for the future of Genshin Impact and once again its connections with the world of Honkai Impact. As always, if you enjoy my theory and lore videos, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and leaving a comment as it greatly helps me out and get more people to see these videos. As always, I have to state that this is a theory video, where I explain my ideas supported by evidence found within various mediums revolving around both games, so there will be lore spoiler talks. You have been warned. Now, let us begin. Scaramouche himself is a rather interesting character still shrouded in mystery. All we know for sure is that he is a member of the Fatui. In fact, he is a harbinger, the sixth to be exact. But what exactly does he mean about the stars and sky being fake? Could he be alluding to the possibility of Genshin Impact taking place in a simulated world? And what did he exactly see when he was under the dream state from the source of the constellation meteorites? First, let's take a look at what exactly are constellations. From a game mechanic standpoint, they're the things that give our characters enhanced abilities. That much is pretty simple. But MiHoYo has put a lot of thought into the craftsmanship of every game mechanic and resource being tied to the world lore. Take Primogems for example, that are, I quote, a primordial crystalline gem that is beyond the mundane world. It shines with the condensed hopes and dreams of the universes that once were, end quote. As far as constellations go, they are the will of a person and they are made up of stars, which we know in the game to be Stella Fortuna. However, Mona states that these Fortuna aren't celestial bodies in the depths of space, and they are the ones that turn into the meteors. These meteors have high elemental energy that resonate with normal citizens and lull them into a deep dream state. Now, what would the Fatui want with this? Paimon suggests it would be the elemental power, however Mona was quick to state that other life forms will also be drawn to them. All of the people of the dreamlike state mentioned something about a mountain peak that Leonardo so eagerly wanted to climb, who, by the way, I gotta say is a little reference to Leonardo da Vinci and his research on flight mechanisms. Kudos to MiHoYo for their historical and various cultural knowledge applications scattered throughout the game. However, there's one person who saw something seemingly different. That someone is Scaramouche. For reference, we have talked to a person who has even woken up from the meteorite dream state. So, Scaramouche's seemingly different answer has me to believe that this is due to Scaramouche getting so close to the constellation source or the core. Based on the Commedia dell'arte of the Italian literature that Scaramouche is based off on that we talked about before, one could deduce that he is up to trickery as described by his original lore. However, even Mona don't think this is a lie, as she was also taught about the false sky. So, after all of this, you may be wondering what exactly is the false sky, and is the world of Genshin Impact fake? And I'm here to propose a question to you all. What if the world of Genshin Impact is not necessarily fake, but a created universe by various seeds from the imaginary tree within Honkai Impact, and that the thing that Scaramouche actually saw was the various other alternate realities of bubble universes that theirs is based off of? Now, if you're not buying this theory quite yet, then wait until you hear what I have to say next. As we know so far, it is 100% confirmed that there is some connection between Honkai Impact and Genshin Impact, as a character named Odo Apocalypse has viewed the Genshin Impact world via the imaginary tree. These various worlds are usually known as bubble universes. This concept is a form of the real-life many-worlds interpretation quantum theory, which basically suggests that an alternate timeline exists for every opposite possible outcome. So, while yesterday you chose to take the bus, in a parallel universe you rode your bike, saw a dire person in need that happened to be rich, and they gave you a lot of money. Congrats, you're rich. In a different timeline, of course. But the point still stands, different universes for various outcomes. As we stated before, the concept of Genshin Impact being a parallel universe to Honkai Impact still stands throughout various examples, like The Unknown God, Lisa, Venti, Vanessa/Diluc, And oh hey, even Scaramouche has a possible identical identifier now. Also, with everything having to do with parallel universes, the stars/skies, and objects that are beyond the mundane world, like the definition of the Primo Gems describe, then things really start to add up as to why MiHoYo's latest trademark game, as stated in an interview, is Honkai 4 Cosmos or Honkai 4 Galaxy. After all, MiHoYo CEO Mr. Wei stated, I quote, "I want to take this chance to reveal that Honkai Impact series will reach its new chapters. The new stories will describe future characters traveling between planets and stars. It seems like they will be encountering many unique and exciting aliens," end quote. With this, we can make a pretty good assumption that the future of the Honkai Impact series will expand its parallel universe exploration like Genshin Impact via the Imaginary Tree and the Sea of Quanta, and perhaps interstellar exploration within its own universe. So, what exactly am I getting at here? What exactly is the World Tree and Bubble universes? And to be quite honest, nobody really knows how it all coexists yet. All we know so far is that the Imaginary Tree and the Sea of Quanta exist somewhere in space. The leaves of the tree are the bubble universes that I mentioned before, and the branches are the pathways leading to the bubble universes. Now, the Sea of Quanta is considered to be the space between universes, where the excess of universes overflow and create additional bubble universes. From what I can gather, these universes tend to be incomplete copies. Now, how could this possibly explain the supposed creation of the Genshin Impact world? With the manga of the Honkai Impact titled Second Key, one of the story's prominent characters as of late, Durandal or Bianca, entered the second key weapon to find a person named Sue trapped inside. Now Sue is the observer of parallel worlds, who is trying to find the best path for humanity. The key to his plan is Durandal, which is why he commanded her to come. He explained that the space they are in is known as the Seat of Sumeru, that he created within the second key. Towards the end, he entrusted her both with the second key and the Seat of Sumeru. After his inevitable passing, that's when it happened. Sue saw the conscious where he can find the universal truth. Okay, so I know that was a lot of lore, but bear with me here. We know a bubble universe can be contained within one of these divine keys. Apparently, bubble universes can even be sealed inside of people according to the lore of the new Durandal coming to Honkai Impact Global shortly. But this all gets very interesting because we already know a place called Sumeru. It's already in Genshin Impact. It's one of the new regions coming soon, the desert one to be exact. In fact, Paimon even knows about it. In one of her dialogues, she states, I quote, "Oh, do you know how to read the stars too? That's amazing. Not a lot of people outside of Sumeru can do it." So there you have it, people. Genshin Impact is more closely related to Honkai than we thought. And who's to say that Durandal didn't, or anyone could use various regional seeds to make a whole world that is still compromised of the same parallel aspects. That would explain why there are so many different biomes so close to each other. After all, we already know there will be a snow, desert, and many more other regional areas within the game. After all, who's to say this whole game just couldn't be in the Divine Key itself, making this truly a fake world with a false sky and stars. And that's the end of my Genshin Impact x Honkai Impact theory for now. As more pieces start to unveil themselves, more theories about the mysterious world of Teyvat will be sure to come. Let me know down in the comments below your theories on how these two games will ultimately connect, and what do you think Scaramouche meant by the stars and sky being a big lie. As always, if you like anything I had to say, drop me a like, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to be part of our community to talk more about the games you love, then join our Discord, link down in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daikin, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.